my people gon' walk. 100 bands for us, now she fiendin'. Running, I know we out to the moon. Paddock on me and reside. If he come for my chain and we swap. Shawty can't look in my eyes. BBS's I shine in the dark. I'm on my gentleman-ish. I'm putting off for my city. Don't need friends, my family.
What's poppin', man? Spark the flock, man. Let's talk about it. Black Ink. You know what we on. You know what's poppin', man. Squawk.
What's up? Let's talk about it, Black Ink.
This is Rashad from Earn Your Leisure. Big shout out to Let's Talk About It, Black Ink.
Welcome back for another episode of Let's Talk About It podcast, a podcast created to uplift, impact, inspire, educate, and most importantly, empower our culture and community. I'm your host, Sage, and joining us again this week, we got Kevin versus Floyd.
What's going on?
What's going on? Miss Keisha Sullivan from Cash Consultants.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for having me.
It's Evelyn Monroe from Monroe Realties.
That's Eve.
Low key Nadia Cherie, how you doing today?
Hey.
And of course, Rich Mo of Black Ink Radio. Black Ink running a little behind, but he'll be here soon joining us. Let's get into it. How is everyone? Good?
Yes.
Good.
Y'all dry?
Right. That's why I took a deep breath.
Can you hear me?
I'm like,
I just took a deep breath.
It's the
I'm a
weather.
weather
It is the
brat.
weather. It's raining
But
here in
I'm good.
Atlanta.
You know, we're
Yes.
here. We're live.
It's raining here too.
It's
Oh,
raining in
it's
Philly
a
too?
blessing.
Cloudy and rainy.
Aw. Well, we need the rain.
Yeah. Do we?
Yeah.
Is there a drought here too? California's not gonna be a drought.
Oh, no. You know, I associate drought with something else, so I don't know. Right. It's the way I'm from, Philly in the house.
I know, right? I know.
Yeah, so how's everyone week? I like to always start off with a recap of the week.
Last week,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's today?
Monday,
It's a shame.
6 o'clock.
It was good.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, actually,
Well, you just flew in.
yeah.
I didn't even know you flew out.
I'm just like, it was okay. I had to go to a funeral last
Oh.
minute. Yeah.
Condolences.
Who transitioned? Pretty much like my niece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my best friend's niece. We raised her. And yeah, it was really, really sudden, but it was a beautiful celebration of life. I took a lot of notes on how I want mine. You know, every time you go to like a home going, it's like, okay, you kind of know what to adjust. I hope you guys all have something in writing.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, Will.
Oh.
I knew
It
exactly
doesn't have
what
to
you
be a
meant by
whole
that.
formal thing, not to just,
No, I'm good.
you know.
My
but
child knows.
Side note, do that. It's important.
I do not. I haven't thought about no will.
Whip
no
out a
nothing.
notebook, sheet of paper, tab, something, sticky note, and just write down your wants.
I
Sign
ain't
it.
got no will, but I got life insurance.
That's good.
Okay,
So the will
that's
is
great.
imperative.
I am his Will.
Right.
I'm
Such a
joking.
weirdo.
Absolutely.
Everything says everything goes to
Now
my
you
daughter.
have a seat.
Oh.
In writing,
Now you
everything
have
goes to
a,
her.
yeah, now you have
Well,
a
her mama until she turned of age.
How was your week, new daddy?
My week is it's good. You know, going home with the baby. She's definitely a highlight of my life right now. That's my Nah, really, that's I enjoy it. Like, you know,
Yes.
my first week back at work, and every time I'm at work, I think about
Oh.
I want to get the hell home. Like, I want to get my baby. And then I'm like, damn, I got a baby at home. That's weird. Then I didn't realize how many people at work that I told that I was having a baby, because everybody put, you had the baby. Everybody, oh damn. So I think it's just beautiful to see all these men in my job just giving me a bunch of father advice.
Oh,
You
I
know,
love
That's
it.
beautiful.
Yeah, I work with like 150 men, and every last one of them like, yo, Cat, this is what you got to do. Here go my number. Call me.
I love it.
Wow. That's community.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
that's
Let's
my,
give
you
a
know,
round
shout
of
out to
applause for that.
My guys, my big homies at work. So, like I said, that's my baby. I'm tired. And I know it's really just getting started. I fell asleep on her. I was supposed to be watching her, but she ended up watching me because I fell asleep.
I seen that
I
post.
seen
It
it
was
on-
hilarious.
Yeah, I straight up was knocked out, and she was just laying there looking at me. And then it got so bad to embarrass myself. I remember I was asleep, and she was asleep with me. Her mother wasn't home, but then she woke up. So I'm up. I'm half asleep. Like, it's okay. She wanted because she want her breast milk. So I'm like, it's okay. mommy coming. So I'm sitting up, I hold her in my hands. I'm like this. I'm like, mommy coming. No, what you think happened didn't happen.
Oh.
So this was worse. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, mommy coming, don't worry about it. And I fall asleep.
Oh shoot.
And what wakes me up is I feel drool coming out my mouth. I drooled all over my baby face. I'm like, no. And she's sitting like this. I'm like, you ain't gonna whine or cry or nothing. You gonna let me drool on you? Like, she ain't say a damn thing. She just looking at me, watching me drool at her. I'm just drooling on her. She ain't say nothing. I'm like,
That is so
oh,
trifling.
I'm the worst father. I didn't drool on my baby. I'm like, it's horrible. I'm
That
like,
experience.
I am tired, but that's
Kevin, you are never, for the record, ever babysitting my child.
Right.
I just want to let you know that right
Listen,
now.
having to work overnight and then come home and deal with a baby, that is not easy.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
that is my baby.
She knew you needed
I love her, even though she don't do shit but shit. That's my baby.
Watch your mouth.
That's my baby.
That's how it goes. She's no stage. Just eat. And
Auntie Eve, how was your week?
It was good. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. It was actually pretty good. I got an opportunity to spend the weekend with the grandbabies. We went bowling, did some walking. They tried to teach me how to play some new game. New to me anyway, but
Well, you look amazing.
Yes.
so
I was just about to say I really
Skin
love
is
that.
shining, glowing on
Yes,
fleek.
that necklace.
oh, that's shea butter. That's my cousin shea butter.
Period. Period.
Period.
Shea butter,
Low-key
baby.
Nadia.
I got some more.
How's your week?
Them horns be like.
Come on. I know your week nails look good, but how's your
Oh, thank you. My week is amazing.
Nice.
It's like every week I'm just so grateful.
Want to share the new book that you have this week, please?
Yes.
Before we get into it.
Mom, Auntie
Are
E,
we
you
gonna
be
read
mad.
this book? Are we?
I'm sorry, you're gonna be mad because look what I
I
bought.
just
I
want to
don't
make
know if
sure
you
that
can
we
see my
still have our
camera.
appointment.
Oh yes,
Did we
I
still
did
have
miss.
our appointment?
So me and Aunt Eve have a book club every Wednesday now, and shout out to Kevin
And just
because
to
he was.
clarify, I'm not
remember.
Auntie Eve to her.
Yes, she is my mother, by the way. If you
Okay.
can't tell by the chin.
She like,
But for real, shout out to Kev because that was the actually first organized. That damn Warren. That was the first organized book club I ever been with. It was me, Kevin, and Ashley.
I know.
We was reading. Kev, what was we reading? The Power of Seduction.
The Power
Power
of Seduction.
Seduction.
We
You know
was,
what I
and
found
we didn't
strange
finish
about
it,
that, though?
but no, actually, we did finish the other one. The
That's a good
The Art of War.
Art of War. Kevin was the
finished
first
that
book club
one.
I was
Good
ever
book
in.
too.
Yeah, I know. No, I heard
was my failed
beautiful.
attempt
It
at
was
a book
amazing
club.
to me how it inspired someone who didn't want to read, and they didn't even invite me to the book club.
Because it was a cousin, it was a younger cousin thing.
I know.
You know, we got our stuff and then we got me and Kevin's stuff.
It's okay.
I wouldn't necessarily say you inspired me to read.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna start
She
the
loves
show
to take
like
credit.
that.
Anyway,
Anyway,
just like Auntie Eve just told her to put some respect on her name in so many ways. Yeah, I just stole that from my Eve.
so the book
So you
Mom,
started reading that? Okay.
the book that I got in the studio with me is volume 1
can't
of
wait to get
the
it.
Hood Health Handbook. It's called A Practical Guide to
Yes.
Health and Wellness in the Urban Community, aka
Yes.
the ghetto,
I
right?
like how I got the poppy
But
store in the
yes, right. So the cover is everything, but the foreword by Dick Gregory. He led the book, and you know I read
Powerful.
every inch of this
can't
book so far.
wait.
It's so good, and this is volume 1. They have a volume 2, and a sister's on it, and she's in the middle of the
With the
hood,
women, yep.
and she's in a yoga
Yes.
position, and it's the back of her, but you see the front of the hood. So you see like the ghetto daycare, you see the liquor store, you see like the baby crying, you see drugs on it. Like the cover is everything.
It sounds like my video.
Yes.
I gotta share with y'all my video that we
need
did
the
years
list. We need the
ago.
Let's Talk
And
About
shout
It
out to Tashi Lioness because she
list.
actually did the
And
soundtrack to the actual
I
video
just
called
have to
Power
share.
that I made 3 years ago. It actually starts off with the same coverage. It shows all South Philly hood.
I love it.
The poppy
And
stores,
just,
the
I
Chinese
just have to
stores.
share.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
It was.
I'm gonna
we
get
need
that
to
book.
we need to let's talk about it.
And of course, I believe in getting a new book too.
Book
This
list.
book. Let me tell you, before I share the cover, let me share my week. My week was amazing as always, because I'm always going to take the best out of it, and everything else is an experience,
That's
right? But I met someone beautiful, beautiful young man. Well, I think I only got him for like 6-7 years. Is that still considered a young man to me? Yeah. Anyway, beautiful inside out, right? Mr. Stevie Braggs Jr. Y'all may know him because he's an ex-NFL player, and he's played on a bunch of movies and TV show, Tyler Perry, Ruthless, and the rest of them. But the conversation was amazing. It was always good to meet one of your spiritual brothers from your tribe who shared some insight and some jewels that while we were introduced by a third-party mutual friend, and we will be interviewing him soon.
Yes.
But when I tell you beautiful inside and out, the best conversation ever, and I purchased his book. And this is about, I know Nadi's going to go off. You got to get it.
That cover is awesome.
Come
Whoa.
on.
Okay,
Whoa.
well,
Come on.
I
A
think I heard
dictionary
of that.
for
I think I heard of
conscious
that
mind.
one. I
Come
think
on.
I heard of that.
Come on.
It just came out, right?
It just came out, yeah.
Yeah.
This here is amazing.
You already started reading it?
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm
of
like,
course.
I read all
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Done.
Yeah. Done. Just like that. Literally, just like that. But this here, I suggest everyone go get a copy of. This is amazing. Which my first question, actually.
It's very well.
But let me just read this really quick. You can only be awakened to follow your journey towards consciousness after acknowledging and decomposing the first accepted lie.
Ooh, wow.
Now,
Read that again.
Wait. So before I get deep with it, because you know I got to go
one?
deep, right? Let me go back, right? You can only be awakened to follow your journey towards consciousness after acknowledging and decomposing the first accepted lie, because you got to accept it.
Correct.
Right? Well, he didn't say that, but that's my... Because no, just from this book, the 4 agreements, the agreements we make with ourselves. You have to accept what someone is telling you.
Correct.
You have a choice to deny it or accept it.
Accept it, yeah.
Right? But my question to you guys, piggybacking off of that, was, what was the first lie that you accepted in your consciousness? Can you remember?
Wait a
Come
minute.
on now.
That was adolescence.
Come on. Yes,
That
of
was
course. Come on.
I know mine.
That was first love.
Come on.
Type stuff.
My first accepted lie that I think changed my life when I realized it. I don't want to say it was a lie, but misconception I think we all had.
We all had.
The very first thing, like I was just telling a friend of mine, I feel like the biggest punch to the face, the biggest thing that we as human beings or as adults have to realize and accept is that our parents are human.
Wow.
I think as children,
Yes.
society, and innately we're taught that your
Yes.
parents are to be perfect, they know everything, and they're not prone to make mistakes. Then you get on, you hate them for being human. You hate them for not being the best parent, but not thinking about in that day that they wasn't the best parent. They probably was depressed, had anxiety, had emotion, their own childhood trauma they were dealing with. So I think for me personally, I know for a fact.
I love it.
And I think for society, period, just the first lie would be, that your parents are not human.
Yes.
That's a really good
I want
one.
to go next.
I had to think about
Auntie Eve?
So my first accepting lie is that people would treat you the way you treat them.
Oh, come on now, not.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Not true.
That was deep.
That was, and that hurts so bad, right?
Yeah. Because we're taught
It
that
does.
from like
Hurts
kindergarten.
so bad, Lord, when it hurts.
Right.
Okay.
When it hurts so bad.
Yes.
Wow. That's a good one. Dang.
So
Okay,
crazy.
Kevin
Come on.
and
You ready?
I'm not. I'm still thinking about it.
Okay, I'll go.
Okay, go.
Mine's was, and they fed me this, and I accepted it. And it's a piggyback off of both of them, but more so Auntie Eve. That if you do everything right, and okay, it's contradicting, but if you do everything right, nothing wrong will happen. Like God will bet you. If you get married before you have sex, everything will be all right if you do what God said do.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You follow
that's
the
a
rules.
really good one too.
So trying to be this perfect image, thinking that everything was going to come back to you the way you put it out there.
And we're
And so
it was one side of
It was
of the-
one-sided.
of
It
the parentals
wasn't-
for me when it came to that. As far as that being like drilled into me, my dad was more so that. My mom was a little more go with the flow, like a little more realistic when it came to certain things. But that's Sage, that's a good one.
That is.
something to make us think about, right?
That's what we were talking about last week
Yeah.
in the parking
This
lot.
is why I was so excited to meet him, because we and got into this conversation. I mean, we was there for hours, and he was like, "Yo, I got stuff to do," and I didn't even know who he was. He looked familiar, but then my friend was like, "You know who that is?" And I'm like, "No, NFL player? I don't know football, right?
Yeah.
Basketball, unless you Iverson or somebody made. I don't even know."
Oh, Kobe, right?
Like Kobe, right? The two boxing,
Right.
I know that,
Right.
But so we got in a conversation. It was the best. And he's like, he's only interested in consciousness, being the best man he could possibly be, focused on being a good husband. He's a new father, and that is what he wants to actually teach other men to do. And
Wow.
I mean, it's just amazing. And I
Oh,
seen him shipping
wow.
something. I was like, "What's that?" I said,
wow.
"Can I
So
get
he
that
didn't
right
even
now?"
tell you about the
No, what? No
Wow.
marketing, nothing was involved. I was like, "Can I
Even
get
better.
that now?" I brodied this, and he personally signed it for me.
Aw.
Oh,
Very
Oh,
well-
wow.
it's
That's
very
nice
well,
and that's a nice
made.
touch.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That's a nice
Beautiful
touch.
book.
It's
That is a beautiful book.
amazing. And I think Rich Mo's at the door. Michaela was calling me.
I still don't know my lie. I
Well,
can't
I was
think
just
of
about
a
to say, I'm literally
not-
Kevin. I would have said Kevin's, to be
first
honest, because
accepted
that is something that I'm still having to tell myself to this day. Like, your mom is a woman, your dad is a dad. Like, even, you know what I'm saying? Like, even your grandmoms, like your
But if you
grandparents
think
are just
back,
humans.
You had to believe it with your whole heart. Because to you, when you're a child, your parents are like God to you. Everything they say is go until you start growing. You don't really think of it being anything different than somebody else give you their perspective. You're like,
Correct.
That's not what my mom and dad said.
Right.
Well,
Not
I
what
think
my family
I
said.
think I know it probably was more geared toward it, but since I said it, I think for me, I had to believe that. I think most children have, because that's your parents. Like, is who you go off of in life.
Yeah, of course. You follow
That's
them.
that's the foundation, the trampoline that you jump off of, and nobody wants to believe that the foundation they start off is rocky.
Right.
So you automatically put your parents in this godlike vision or this godlike way of like what they say. That's solid. That's foundation, and that's what I'm gonna build off of. And then you get older and realize probably half of what they told you ain't really what it is. And what they know is what they came up with in their life or from their parents or
Exactly.
their
It's a
life
cap.
experiences.
Well, I think that
Every generation has a
with
cap.
our parents, especially with our history here in America, it's kind of complex, but our experience shape our reality.
It does.
So they only going to give you some, right? Most of my parenting, I have to be honest with this, with the intentions for the best of my children, was built around fear. Fear that was injected to me through a belief system that was passed down through my family. But first and foremost, second, you automatically gain fear when you have a child. It's love, then fear you're faced with automatically. It's like, I want to protect them, everything. I don't want this to happen. So you start putting things in place that you don't want to happen because you only want the best. And that could be the worst mistake you ever make.
Correct.
Fear
Correct.
unknown.
The
School-
worst
school
mistake.
of hard knocks for you as you grow up and you start to see like, oh, this is not.
But what I love is just reading that, though, awakened my mind to realize what was my first.
I'm still. Look,
and then
I
what
can't answer
followed
that.
What followed that, though, we're going to come back because I want you to get that of what I learned just from reading this first chapter. It's waking up is a choice. It's
Waking
a choice.
up
Like
is a choice?
waking up is a choice.
Physically or
Because
mentally?
remember, now I received this book, both, but I actually received this book after we shot last week episode. Remember?
Yeah.
And when we spoke about self-ignorance as being the opposite, remember we spoke about the negative universal laws? So self-ignorant is when you know your belief system, you are awakened to that, but you chose to believe that it's true because you don't want to look like a hypocrite or it's benefiting you or you know now. It's like, say I went to school to be a pastor and I learned everything to do, and all of a sudden I realized this is wrong, but I see the benefit, so I'm going to carry the lie.
Yeah.
It's when you know.
Yeah.
Welcome, Rich Mo.
Hey. Rich.
King Rich in the building. King
Rich
in
Mo
the
is
building.
here.
How you doing?
How you doing?
So
Get this thing
for
going.
me, it was confirmation. I
Right.
love confirmation. It is a choice.
Yeah.
So it validated what that was, and just to bring you up to speed, Rich Mo. Should I read it again?
Yes, so I can think of my
I
line.
have mine.
Because we still waiting on Nadia.
Yeah,
Nigga,
But
lies
before we
too.
move forward,
Wait, no, it's a good one.
shit, yes. I want to read a chapter in this book. We were going over this book called Woke.
Huh?
Yeah. right? So listen, you can only be awakened to follow your journey towards consciousness after acknowledging and decomposing the first accepted lie.
So what
is your first accepted lie?
That you've ever accepted, a lie that you've ever accepted, knowing?
Yeah.
You said it so
Kevin
greatly.
said his was.
My first accepted lie was accepting the fact that my parents are human.
Auntie Eve was thinking that people would treat you the way that you treat them.
Wow.
Right? Deep from the door, right?
Yeah, because that might have been mine.
Yeah,
What?
I always thought that was the golden rule, and boy, I was lied to. I thought that was it right there. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
And no, that's not how it goes.
No.
Yeah.
Not all the
that would be
time.
mine.
Not all the
To be
time.
honest,
But
that would be mine. I'm sitting here thinking of, but I'm saying it in my mind, and then when you repeat it, I'm like, yeah, that's
You don't have nothing, Nadi? Not yet?
That's true.
We're
That's
gonna
true
come back
for
to
me
Nadi.
right now.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna
that's,
move
that's
on.
a current. That's been my whole life.
Because I
So,
feel like
yeah,
I'm
this-
accepting lies now,
Even to
not
today.
my first. I
Right.
feel like my first are still. I'm still accepting my first
Right.
ones.
Yeah.
Like, so I
Yeah.
don't feel like there
Absolutely.
was.
So
But
pick
here's
one
the
then.
thing. Yeah, pick one.
So pick one that is
Or
powerful to
we'll
you.
leave it to come back and you can
Okay.
do some soul searching. Because
Okay.
following up with waking up is a choice. I want everyone to know that it's a choice of consciousness, right? Because it's all about being aligned with that soul connection. But the second part that what I love that was so relatable about the chapter in this book was this: waking up hurts like hell.
Wait one
When I
second.
say
Can I
it
give
hurts
an
like
example
hell?
real quick? Because you say waking up is a choice, and I agree. And I said to you it was both physically and mentally. I feel like for the people that are watching, the best knowledge I could give is more people seen The Matrix. I remember when Morpheus offered him the red or blue pill. Blue, you'll continue living the lie you know. Red, you'll wake up from it. That's pretty much what is your choice to decide if you want to wake up or not.
That was a good
Yep.
Or
analogy.
if you want to
So
continue
waking up,
living.
you
You
said
ever
waking
meet-
up is
Have
metaphorical.
you
Ever-
ever with the analogy?
You
Right,
ever had a
and wake up,
conversation
become
with
more woke with
Have
reality.
you ever had a conversation with someone and you're talking some real facts and they say, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
all the time.
They don't want to know because
All
they
the
know
time.
their conscience is going to hold them accountable
Yes.
for
Well,
what's
not
literally,
well that,
yes.
but also
That's
I
like
think
me and my everyday veganism. Like, you know what that is, right? They're like, "Don't, please, I don't want to know. I don't know. I know it's pork in here. I know."
But honestly, it comes back to the statement that we all heard our whole life, and I didn't realize how powerful it was until I got older. That ignorance truly is bliss.
Yeah, it is.
If
It's
you
bliss.
could, because
Yep.
we all say we want to know, but if you really had a
But they
door
don't.
that would tell you how your future would end up, would you open it?
No.
Would you
don't
I
know.
would.
I want to live.
I
it.
would.
I would
No,
definitely
but
open it.
so
Yeah,
listen, some
I
will,
would.
but some will.
I would.
Someone, I'll give you a better example.
I would.
I'll give you a better example. If you had a door, right? We all say this.
Come on. He like
If
this.
we, if, no, 'cause listen, I'm saying because I thought about
He
this.
stood up. Come on.
We all talked about if
I
I,
like
had
this
this
kind of
growing
stuff.
up, if I had that growing up, I would be a better person. I would be this. I would have this sooner. I would already have this. If you had a door that would show you how you would have turned out if you had everything you ever wanted, would you want to see if you truly are the person you thought you would be, or worse?
Maybe when I'm
I would
85.
still want to see it.
No, but that's fine. But I know some would
They
not.
wouldn't want it.
Yeah,
right.
maybe when I'm like 85 and I feel like I've lived a full life.
Now that,
But
but
not
that's
now.
good.
But
That makes
But
sense,
no,
though.
that's fine. She might
now.
no, because she probably like at that point she's like, no, it's too late. I don't care. I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna see. But it's like, do you like? Can you
No,
accept?
but I feel like if you look at it at a
I
younger
wanna-
age, you might be able to
Hold on.
change things.
That's how I'm coming
You know what
from.
I'm saying?
That's-
But
that's
that
my-
leads
everybody
us
thinks
to-
everybody thinks differently.
Just to
Hold on.
see if those
Wait,
things
hold on,
were-
because let's segue back for a second, because
You know,
he
Kev
was
be
on it.
coming
Listen,
with it. Kev be coming with it.
he listen.
That's that bloodline.
That's
That's
that
that bloodline.
Kevin-
There you go, right there.
That's that Kev
Because my
versus
next
Floyd.
question.
Yeah.
You're right.
My
Thank you,
podcast
Aunt Eve.
notes.
I appreciate you.
What Aunt Eve say?
There's a bloodline.
That part.
Definitely
Okay,
the lineage.
so-
for sure.
Okay, so let's go fair. Who wants to go first on this next question?
What's up?
Nadia still. We
She said,
don't-
"What's up?" She got it.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, I'll go.
Rich just got here. He let. He
Who's
gotta
going
go.
next?
We don't-
Who's going next?
I think let's just see. Who,
No. Cause
She always trying to set us up
yeah,
for
I
the
am.
okey doke.
Who going next?
You going there because you never like going
Exactly.
first.
I will.
yeah.
No, I did, because when she couldn't come up, she come up. I went.
After I went, you never like going first.
No,
Let's just go.
I don't mind being first. Son.
Just pose the question. Let's see who.
But
jumps.
because I be trying not to use unfair advantages because I read certain stuff. I don't want to. You know what I mean? I'm being
yeah.
fair.
Judgment. That's true.
yeah, just
I'll go
Definitely
next.
shouldn't go first.
throw it out there and let's have at it.
I'll go third or
Okay.
second.
So this question is: it's piggybacking off of Kevin, but I already have it. This is how spirit works, right?
All right.
If you had the power to ask a single question that would allow you to be enlightened by the absolute truth, what would that question be?
Okay, run it
Wait,
back.
say it
That
and
was-
say
that
it
was-
slow because you know you
it was-
talk
it
fast.
was
Come on.
levels to that.
Yes.
Okay, so if you had the power, if you had the power to ask a single question that would allow you to know the absolute truth, what would that question be?
The absolute truth?
Mm-hmm.
Because people still lie to you.
No.
Is it the
Oh,
truth about
So
Yes,
look,
the power
so
of
let
knowing
so
is the
take
truth.
it. No, because
Got
this
you.
is all around being
you.
woke in consciousness. So if you had the
Got
power
you.
to ask a single question that will allow you to be enlightened by the absolute truth, what would that question be?
My question would be, what you want me to do?
Okay. I don't even want you to elaborate.
Simple.
I don't even want you to elaborate.
Simple.
Who said they was next?
Because you know I was about
Who
to
said
say
they was next?
what?
I could tell you why. I
No,
mean,
not yet. Not yet.
yeah,
Who is
I-
next?
Shit, that's the perfect question.
Mine would.
This might be the first time you ever had me stumped.
Ooh, I got
Ooh,
Kevin
come
speech.
on,
I
first
don't
time.
think I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ooh,
'Cause I'm
I
not-
want to
Use
I'm
bombs for the first
I'm not sure who I would ask the question to. That's the crazy part.
I
That's
mean,
what I'm
it's-
thinking
I
about.
even-
Like,
Whoever could
in
deliver the truth.
reference
It's not a
to-
person.
No. Think about it from conscience. So it would have to be God, an angel.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's-
spirits
Okay, I was
enlightenment.
like,
There's only one person that can tell you.
Let me say it slowly.
Yeah.
If you had the power to ask a single question that would allow you to be enlightened by the absolute truth.
Of everything.
what was yours, Rich?
I said, what you want me to do?
What you want me to do?
Mine would be, how am I doing?
Okay. Naughty.
I be having my Aquarius can't handle this. I be having so many questions.
Because we think that's the
yes,
air signs.
I'm very very
Up top
deep.
for the air signs.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to think about.
We're thinking,
I'm trying
yeah.
to think of like I don't know how to word
If
it.
you
So
had
maybe y'all.
you broke it down beautifully for me.
Yes.
That it clicked when you said
You have anything?
your angels are God.
Yep.
That's who you're asking the question to.
What?
My single question would be: Is God of a female energy?
The answer is no, my child.
Find out. Let me know. Pass it down.
The answer is no,
Pass it
my
down. We need to
child.
know. Inquiring minds definitely want to know.
I know already. No. God told me already. He said no.
Rich Mo just said the answer is no, my child.
That's it. I mean, he spoke to me. He told me to say that.
Spirit is
Look,
not
don't-
saying it.
I would say.
Go ahead, Kevin.
He's of both.
I'm like, wait.
Right.
No,
Go
he's
ahead,
no
Kevin.
gender.
He's
Wait,
of
we're not about to
neither.
turn this into men and
Nah,
women.
he's of both.
He's of neither.
Go ahead,
bro.
Kevin.
He's a both.
He can't have a
Hey, Prince is
gender.
of both.
Right.
Shit, he's of both.
He can't have a
And
gender.
Prince can be of both, so can he.
Shim is a both.
Right.
Prince was a prince. Let's go there.
I can't stand y'all.
There was no. He was neither.
I'm sorry. It was
My bad.
Kevin and Nadia.
He was in tune with both. Go ahead,
I'm not
Ken.
laughing since they said that was me.
okay. No, I think for me it would be
Him and the rest of them clowns.
Go ahead, Kev.
I was.
They said I truly embody the masculine and feminine.
Oh,
You
shit.
do. I think you do.
They referenced me. Well, he referenced me to Prince.
You are great.
I can see that.
I don't
Prince.
see. Don't do that.
She does
to
have
her.
I
a-
reference me to Prince. There's nothing wrong
First
with
of all,
that.
all the
You can
women
be
are
in
not
tune with-
Prince.
See, here we
Have
go.
great masculine energy.
You can be in
Y'all know
tune
who
with
Prince
both.
was?
Prince
Please
was
don't do
totally
that.
in
They
tune
put
with both.
testosterone
And
because they milk
exuded it and
bottles.
owned it. And it
That's
was
true.
beautiful.
Prince was more of a man than you.
Thank you,
I'm
Keisha.
exactly the same.
Answer the question and stop deflecting.
All right.
No, wait.
I love
Before
it,
Kevin,
I
I'm exactly the
Kevin
same.
said they put testosterone in you.
He don't know who my daddy is.
I'm with you.
Shit. Hold on, no.
We're not.
For me,
we're
I
not
guess,
gonna
I
give
mean,
them
if
that.
we're going
I'm
to talk
saying y'all
about,
not.
I guess, asking God, I would ask the one question that I could think of, because I was stumped, is why me?
Okay.
Why me?
Y'all got them open-ended
Go ahead.
questions. I like
Go ahead,
that.
Kevin.
Y'all keep it very open-ended. I like that.
Yeah, there's a reason for mine. I was about to say I wouldn't even ask one, but go ahead.
I was going to say
waiting
that
on
too.
Kevin.
I
You
was
don't
going
wanna
to say that.
No, it's not
You don't
that.
wanna
It's not that I don't want to know. I know.
Wait,
Are you
hold,
No,
wait.
I know the truth. That's the point.
Can we get Nadia here to participate?
We would love to
So
if she
your
answered a
angels have
question.
already
She
told
keep
you the
being
answer.
stumped.
I am these because I'm deep. I got that Scorpio moon. You know
Okay,
I be
so-
telling it.
Wait,
all right,
did
all right.
you-
I got a question.
So-
I got a question.
Okay, because go ahead.
I would say, what is the key to Black freedom? Like, what is the key?
That's a whole nother-
That's what you gonna ask God.
Yes.
You gonna ask God.
Yes.
Oh, that's what you
Out of
wanna
all
ask.
his children,
God,
what's
what?
the key to our race of children?
Yes.
He spoke to me again.
I ain't mad at you.
No, Rich.
What's the key
Go
to
ahead, Rich.
culture?
Wait.
What is
How do you
black,
free
my
the
child?
culture?
I know nothing.
Go ahead,
I didn't
Rich
create
Mo.
black.
Black said he
Wait.
said ain't no
Culture.
black.
Wait. Let Rich Mo answer. What the God say? Rich
He
Mo?
said it. What is black, my child?
What is for 500?
There is no black.
What is black for 500?
Yeah, what is black?
Do you mean the color?
I didn't create black.
Do you mean the color?
Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
What is the key to
Listen.
I thought I
our
said skin
culture?
like bronze,
Our
not skin like tar.
our skin color came because of the demographic we lived in. We just needed to take in more sun, and that's why it's black. Dark takes in light better than white.
Rich Mo, are you
But
really
you get what
acting
I'm
as
saying?
God? No, stop. Is he really acting as God right now?
Yeah,
Just
let him
stop.
do his thing.
I need y'all to stop.
I mean, I'm not- I
just
cannot- I can
okay,
never
come
be
back
God.
for a second. Come back
You
for a
are
second.
God.
Okay.
Thank you for the clarifying.
All right.
No, it's funny. Don't
He from New
listen.
York, so he's
Okay,
like,
so
I am.
everybody answer, and of course, I know you just threw that out there because not even
did.
so much deeper than that.
Thank you.
But here's the purpose, though. You have something to leave with and elaborate on, though, because even with your question, yours was what was your question, Rich?
I said, what you want me to do?
What you want me to do? Yours was
Why me?
why me? What was yours, Auntie Eve?
Is God.
It's
It's
God,
God and
feminine
female,
energy.
right,
It's
right,
God,
exactly.
female energy.
Now, postmodern E, especially you guys is, right? I would go back and 100% search the soul on that because what you want me to do sounds like you need to be guided and directed.
He said he already had the answer.
So,
That's not
He
what
said-
that means.
okay, explain.
Yeah.
The reason why I say what you want me to do is because I've learned already through life that it's not about me. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever I try to force things always. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Things.
Wait, hold on, wait. The only reason why I did this because your response was, "What do you want me to do?"
I'm about to tell
Wait,
you
hold
why.
on. Wait. If you start with your follow up after that, as I already know, you would not have made that statement. What do you want me to do?
I was gonna
because
say
you
that too.
already know.
Well, let
And
me.
you're-
No, I
especially
don't.
since
Hold
you're
on.
Still in the land of the living. Too.
Let me.
Let him explain. Let him explain.
That's how I'm going to
Explain.
explain it to you.
Okay, come on.
So, you said I'm asking a question to find out the absolute truth, right?
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment. Cool. Right. The thing is I've learned through life that, my path is already set. You understand what I'm saying? My path is already set. Whenever I try to stray, I'm pushed back to the path. So I know that the path is set. So the enlightenment is just, I don't want to know because I'm just going to do it. But if I'm going to ask a question, that's why I almost said I don't want to ask anything. I want to know what it is. What's at the end? Like, what do you want? Like, what are we working toward?
Then say that.
What
Don't
are we
say,
working
what do
toward?
you want me to do? Then say that.
But that's to me.
So literally
I
right
could
on
have
the
clarified,
tip
but
of
that's the
my
same
tongue,
question.
say that.
Because that's
It's
a
not.
total different meaning. We spoke about that
Exactly.
last week when you said
Yeah.
certain words with self-aware, self-esteem, self-confidence. They are very similar, but they're different.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So asking what is the end game is something totally different than what do you want me to do.
But he had
You're
time to
asking-
elaborate.
Now I
It
got
was on
time.
spot. Yeah, it was on the spot. It was on the
Right.
spot.
So it just meant like where we going type shit.
Also,
yeah,
because you
yeah.
said you keep getting strayed back, but that just might mean that that's part of your purpose that's not complete.
So-
you might still have more. You have a lot more to do
I
that
do
you
know
don't
that.
know.
Of course, that's what I'm asking.
Right.
Yeah.
So wait.
What are we doing?
But so you
Right.
don't have the answer because you still have more work
Exactly.
to do in your purpose.
But wait,
and it
for
might
my-
end up being something else. You don't know yet.
I
And
don't.
she's right.
I do, but I don't.
Because the point of asking that question was so that we have takeaways to go back and elaborate on with ourselves. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
Because when you hear your response, I'm glad you said that. Because that question was asking for guidance. It's not saying, what's the end game? What do you got me going towards? It's, what do you want me to do? I need clarification. That's asking for clarity.
Well, yeah, that's not what I meant.
I tried to tell you
know.
that.
I don't
Time
need.
for clarity.
I don't need guidance because I'm
Love
already
clarity.
following the guidance.
Right. So it's
I
right.
just need. I don't need anything. If I'm gonna ask a question,
Right.
it would be okay. So what are we doing here? Like what?
Right.
Is,
Okay.
Ooh.
So, what?
Okay, sorry.
Did you come up with yours?
No, but somebody on IG Live gave me one. Who am I?
Who am I?
That's a
That's
dope.
kinda
I like
like
that.
yours.
That's like
Okay,
Kevin.
well, no, not for you.
No, I'm just saying what they. I
Who
thought
am
that
I?
was a good one.
Yes.
Who am I?
And in the words of God, I am what I am.
Period.
I know that's right.
I know
is
that's
what it
right,
is.
live. So the next question:
yeah.
what is faith? Come on now, who want to go first?
Believing in things that you cannot see.
Ooh.
Okay.
That you can't.
I think it's believing
Oh,
things you can't
that's it.
prove. not just not see.
You
You can't prove.
Well, for me, it's loyalty to an unseen reality. Because it's vision, it's
loyalty.
future, it's loyal commitment.
Come on, wordplay.
She thought about these. I'm sick of this.
That's why I said I want to go
I'm
first.
sick of it.
That's why
But
I said.
I'm talking about
Well, you know I think all day.
because to me, the only reason why you have faith in something is because there's no way to know if you believe in it is right or wrong.
Well, it
That's
says
why I say-
faith. Mine was faith to an unseen reality. So in that meaning, that
loyalty.
vision, I have faith in my vision. Your dreams, your business, what you want to bring into fruition.
Okay.
When you
She
have
said-
faith in it, you're
said
loyal.
But
Yeah,
that's
but
another
that-
word. That's
She
another
said
word thing
loyalty.
because
That's faith.
Having faith. I don't think that's having faith. I think that's believing.
No,
Because
it
that-
is,
That's what
but
faith
it's faith.
is. Believing things
No.
you cannot see.
Believing in things that you can never prove.
Prove though. I like the
Wait,
That's
say it again.
different.
No,
Until it's
because if that's the case, how can you prove that
Until
there's a
it's
God?
proven.
If God is male or
You
female,
cannot prove it.
That's
so
my
that's
point.
why it's faith. But
'Cause you're the
you
believer.
someday
You
will
just
your
told me
dreams will
he
someday
told
come
you
true.
he
No,
was
that's
a
not
male.
true. Look what they did
Eve,
to
wait, hold
Einstein and
on.
everybody else. They called them crazy. They'll never be able to do such and such.
That's
Because
not-
everybody dreams is, you know how crazy I seen the people that say I want these people in America to unite? We sound like that video I played last week.
But you're not having faith. You just believe.
That's what faith.
Well, you have to realize that's a form of belief because remember, belief
I
is
think
based
the
off of
formal definition of faith.
your ability to know, your knowledge. Belief comes from your knowledge and what was given to you.
I think that's where the belief and faith difference is. I feel
Yeah.
like faith is a different level of belief. Belief
It
is
is.
like knowledge and like what you're conditioned to understand.
You
But
believe
faith
this can
is like-
happen.
right.
But faith is like, I can't ever prove that this can happen.
Faith
but
has
I have
no
faith in it.
Yeah, faith
But
has no
that's what
science.
we
I
said,
feel like belief has a
unseen
science.
reality.
Yeah, but it will become reality. So that's not faith.
No,
That is-
no,
but
no,
you
it's not.
just said- you
okay,
just proved
let
why
me
it
finish the
is.
point. Wait, hold
You
on,
just
back up.
proved why it
Back
is.
up
Oh,
one
I see
second,
what you're
Chief.
saying.
But let me back up. Let me tell you
prove
this.
why it is.
Because the subconscious mind is spiritual. The conscious mind is physical. We only act out our physical reality based off of the knowledge we're conscious of, right? Subconsciously, it downloads to the conscious. Subconsciously, our mind works as a vacuum cleaner. We absorb everything in our surrounding. We have no control over that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
yeah. That's
true.
Everything. So it's an unseen reality. It's still, we can't see our subconscious mind, but we know it's there.
So let me ask you a question. Is it correct to say I believe in you or I have faith in you?
I have faith
both.
in you.
Both.
Faith
I
is
like
a
the way
belief. I'm
both of
gonna
them
say
said.
that it's a.
I think
But that was dope, Rick.
but
That's
see,
a synonym right there. 'Cause it means the same thing.
Now you wait. You just got enlightened by a phone.
faith is
And
deep
faith is
though.
an action word.
I feel like
I-
I feel like the faith
What's the
the
definition?
way he's saying it to me is feel like sometimes you don't believe somebody can do it because they haven't proven that they can do it. Like they may not be good
that-
at work,
that-
But you
that's-
know
but
that
I
they
have
might
faith
be
in you. Says like
exactly.
I can't even prove that you can do it, but I believe. You know what I'm
believe
saying?
it,
But I
yeah.
believe it so much.
I think y'all arguing the same thing.
It is.
'cause
Exactly. I'm like,
It's
yeah.
But he
both
summed it up
faith,
beautifully.
belief. The difference for me between belief and faith is kind of what Nadia just said. It's
Mm-hmm.
about I believe that you can run because I seen you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I have faith that you can fly.
That you can do anything.
Like, you know what I'm saying, it's
Right.
a difference. Like
Different
for me,
level.
if you asking what is faith for me, faith to me is believing in my judgment. Because my thing is, I can say,
Wipe 'em
I can
down.
say, I have faith in that Richmond will never do me dirty. Because I don't know if he will, but I have so much faith in the fact that I picked a good friend that I know he will never
And
do
that
me
faith
dirty.
stems from his belief in you of your character and
Exactly.
how you have been.
That's why I say they
also-
coincide.
but also
Faith
the
is just a
point-
higher level.
Yes.
Yes, because I believe the faith that you would have in somebody like that, it's something you might not never know.
That's why it's
Right,
faith. That's why it's
right,
faith
right.
versus belief.
That was a good question.
It was.
I think Auntie, did you have something?
We're waiting for Auntie.
She was saying something.
She was trying to get.
Oh
on.
no, it was the same thing. I had the same thing. Faith for me is believing in what you can't see.
Right.
Okay.
I have faith that your lipstick is from my closet, but I can't see or prove it.
Oh,
no, I'm just
no.
like,
That's a
You
beautiful
believe
woman.
that
That's
it
a
is.
beautiful woman.
I don't
You
share.
believe
So you trying to call me beautiful as your baby cousin? Because I came from her.
Yes.
You're
wasn't
so
talking- oh, that's
biased.
the-
I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Can I get to the next
They
question?
twins. They look exactly alike.
Are you guys
They
ready?
look- You know they look like my family.
Ready?
We are family, Rich.
Ready?
Me and you?
You
They
slapped
look
me on
like
the
'cause they
shoulder.
are.
That means we're family.
Oh shit!
You slapped me like a black person left. Like
that means that if he was his family, I might have got hit.
That was Jesus.
Auntie Eve,
I'm not aggressive. I choose peace.
Yes, ma'am.
this question is directed to you first.
Uh-oh.
Give me one of the biggest assumptions that humans make.
that they are in control.
Ooh, come on, start
Pow,
off.
pow,
Right,
pow. I
that's a
like
good
that.
That's
one.
definitely a
That's
clap.
a mic drop. Next question.
Let's go, Kev.
Right.
That goes right back to what
Give
I
me
was saying. I
one
believe
biggest
that.
Wait.
assumption that humans make.
Oh, and this is the thing that gets me so upset that they could do it by themselves.
Ooh, Kevin.
We are enlightened in this
Nice.
room.
I got one. Come on.
Finally, go ahead.
Oh,
Can we put a
I love you. Go
a
ahead.
negative sound for Kevin? I don't know what it's called.
Womp,
but-
womp,
womp.
womp.
Right, boo. Hey,
Come on, Agnes. Shout out to Evan.
I think one of the biggest assumptions, and this is due to my lovely book that I have in front of me, but one of the biggest assumptions is that I got two. Can I spit two, please? Please. Okay, one. I'm gonna spit it.
If someone else don't answer.
One that healthy living is too expensive, or healthy eating is expensive, and then two,
No,
that
because somebody else might
Wow.
say it
Come
first.
That's a good one.
Greedy?
That's a good one. Let her get it off.
you see how
I
vegans
ain't
are?
have no
She
question.
have no answer. Let her get it. Let her get it.
Want to eat everything but the meat.
We want to steal somebody else's answer.
It's all right.
My other one.
Vegans want to eat everything except the meat.
You know what?
No, she ain't never lied. Seriously.
You know, air ain't got no calories.
Right.
Be
Please
quiet.
save
My
some for the
second
rest
one. My second one is that our diet is the assumption is that what we eat has nothing to do with our emotions, that we are disconnected from
know
our
what
mind,
you're
body,
saying.
and spirit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
'cause that was
So
my
You are what you
eat
eat.
it. You are what you eat,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
I
think
learned that
people
recently.
say it, but they don't actually
Yeah.
believe
They don't
it.
practice
So it's a
it.
huge assumption.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's why we got
Practice
so many
what you
pigs in the
preach.
world.
All right, I got one.
You are what you eat.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
You said, what was the question again?
What's one of the biggest assumptions that humans make?
Oh, that the world revolves around them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part.
That's
That
like you are in control.
part.
type of thing.
yes. Go ahead.
Well, I took that differently. You in control?
No, I listen. I
Oh,
got all
okay.
of them.
I took that a little different. I ain't gonna lie.
What
When
how'd
you originally
oh.
posed the question, what Kev said came to mind that we can do it all on our own.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
No, that's
Great
okay.
minds.
Oh yeah,
But that would have been mine.
What's yours?
Yeah. You took it the last one.
Aha.
She knew you was gonna take it. That's
Come
why
on,
she wanted you to
wellness
be
queen.
quiet.
Two vegans in the
Wellness.
house. Two vegans in the house. Come on. Come on.
But yeah,
They
so
about
that
to
was the
ask
last
me
one.
Can
The
I
assumption
elaborate on
that,
mine real quick?
Yeah, and
So-
I want you to elaborate how
Okay.
you took
Go
my
ahead.
mom's.
Because
Go ahead.
it's really a.
no, go ahead.
Let me elaborate because I ain't gonna lie. I'm really bothered by the way today's society is.
But can
I'm trying to elaborate. She said, "Go ahead," but then she gonna say,
I'm like, we going
but
into
then she gonna
whole,
interrupt.
another episode.
Go ahead.
This might be the last question.
No,
It was a quick thing,
it's
but go
not.
ahead.
I was going to say
thought.
yes, but I was going to say yes after I finished adding. So I got caught up in the high fives with
Oh, go
Dynasty.
ahead. Go ahead. I can wait.
Okay, so the biggest assumptions, and she elaborated well. The definition, if I had to elaborate, would have been that. But it was that, and I was guilty of this, is that people see the world the way that I do.
Oh, that is a very good.
Yes.
That's a great one.
That's the lie. That's the
And
lie I was
yeah,
looking for the
Yeah.
whole time.
And I was going to elaborate on that through me treating people kind and wellness and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people see it the way I do.
That is the lie.
I
was looking
expected
for.
that if I knew how to do it and this came easy to me, it's going to come easzy for you. And
Yeah.
If I can do it, you could do it. That's
do
not always
it.
the case.
Yeah, I was
though.
guilty of that.
That's a huge
Yeah.
behind lie for
So,
real.
go ahead, Kev.
Okay. I'll make this quick. But
It's not gonna be quick.
Wasn't
no,
a
it
lot.
really is. No, it's gonna be quick.
Go ahead.
I just have this frustration about this, the way society is today, just on both sides, both men and women. I'm tired of these overly independent women and these overly independent men.
That's
No,
a whole
let me
nother
let me
episode.
just say. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna.
This is next
I
week's
know, but let me
episode.
just say. I'm gonna say why it's really bothering me, because when you
Is it fair to ask to hold that to the end because we're segueing into that and you can get right into that? Just
I wait
wanna-
a
On the
little
next
bit longer.
episode
told
of
me to
Gemini.
hold well.
I will wait. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because this is Women History Month, right? It was. So I did have some women that I actually wanted to honor, but if we don't get around to it, it's the month, so
No.
we'll get back to it.
Yep.
However, though, on this show today, we were going to give the last few minutes towards men. The women were going to support our men because our men is facing lack of support. And not saying whether we believe that it's good reason or they deserve it, and all the way around the board.
I love
All the
black
time. So
men.
my notes.
Love
Me
y'all
too.
so
I
much.
love y'all too.
I
Y'all are
love
supported.
Yes.
If y'all ever need a hug,
So
I have
I'm
two
going
breasts.
to
Come
pose
here.
a sentence, and I want my black men.
I'm a thigh man.
Okay, can we finish? Can we
fine.
finish before we run out of time?
Go ahead.
All right, go
I
ahead.
like chicken feet.
So I'm going to pose a question, and this is for the men.
Hi,
We
man.
only have 2 men in the room. Well, we actually have 4, and if our men want to tune in, that's fine, right? And I want you to finish the sentence,
Ooh.
right? Because
The
I already
men,
had
only
some
the men?
questions. This is
Ooh,
only for the men.
English.
All right, let me step back.
Who want to go first?
Which can go? Go ahead.
I hate being a man because.
Ooh.
Hate.
Kevin, you got to answer this because
Wait a minute.
you and I have had
I'm
so
sorry.
many
I am
conversations.
so
Come on.
rare. I never do this, but hate. Are we gonna use the word hate?
I'm using the word hate.
Okay.
I hate being a man because. I hate being a man because.
If any.
I don't hate being a man.
No. Wait. Okay. If you can't answer it, just say it.
No, it's not that I can't
It's,
answer.
it's
I'm
not
trying-
that
let
you
me
hate being a
understand
man. Okay, right.
You wanna give a
Because there's
reason?
opposites to everything. We love being a human being, but sometimes we feel like we don't like it. Sometimes
highly
the world
dislike.
exactly. But the word is hate there for a reason. It's there for a reason because there's some things we love about it, some things we hate about ourselves.
true. It has to be a balance.
So it's about accepting in reality what's going on within us. At one time, did you hate being a man because of what? Kevin, do you need the answer? We can always come back to Rich.
If he can answer, I can go.
Go. He can come back. He can
I
chime
know
in.
Kevin got one.
Go.
We have conversations all the time.
I hate being a man because if I don't have money, I don't have value.
Cool. And that's on my checklist. Let me check that off.
Ooh. Do you want him to
No.
elaborate? Do we have
Lies.
time or no?
Yeah,
told you
well,
that?
here's the thing. On my list, because I asked some men, that was one. They feel like if they do not have a 6-figure salary, they're looked down upon.
Definitely.
So
See, I
that's
could
it.
give
No,
you a
not-
bunch of reasons why niggas might hate being
no,
men.
no, which is true, but
But
wait.
I
Nah, nigga.
I love
I
it.
love it. I love being a man.
Go ahead, Auntie.
I love being a man
love,
too,
I love,
but-
it. I love the pressure of
There's
having to have a
downfalls
big
to everything.
salary. I love being able to be sensitive as a woman. Some men can't do that. I love being able
Come
to be
on, Rick.
sensitive because men
Come
are,
on.
men are not allowed to be sensitive.
Come on, Rick.
But I like being
Come
being
on.
that different dude that
Come on.
men feel like they can't be.
Come on.
I'm not that manly man, macho man. I ain't that.
Okay, that's
I
the
can be
self-made man.
myself.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay, Auntie Eve, was you saying something?
So perception is definitely not.
Auntie Eve,
I
was you saying
wanted to
something?
know what.
'Cause we didn't be-
Yes, I wanted to. My question is directed to my nephew.
Hi, nephew.
That's a lie. Who told you that? Because you bring more value. Don't let society instill that in you. Because understand, and because I'm biased, I'm gonna talk about my community first.
Right.
The body cannot survive without the head. So if you remove the
Come on
head,
now.
the body
Come on now, Eve.
fails. If you bring down the man, the black man particularly in a community, and have him believe that because he can't bring 6 figures home, that he brings no value, that's society. That's a setup.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
a
But
setup.
that's the
that
times,
society
though.
comes
That's his
from,
genera-
right?
that's
and
the
if that
times.
comes from
That's really the time.
from
right
the
now.
community, but it
Sad.
first
Thank you,
started.
Ivy.
But it first started though with the thought
That's a
process.
setup.
So because we're on
Not
enlightenment and
just that, it's a
consciousness, that
setup
even if you
because
feel
they
that
will
way,
hire me. It's a setup because they'll hire me before they hire my man.
oh, of
We
course,
may have the same qualifications.
Of
Matter
course,
of fact, he
of
may
course.
be more qualified
Of
because they
course.
know that's going to bring tension to the household. But it
Right.
takes a certain kind of woman to be able, and a certain type of man to accept the fact that his wife may be able to bring home the more money. But if it's mine, it's ours.
Exactly.
It's not mine.
And that's what it's
Period.
about: understanding what's against you and knowing how having a strategy to actually go against the odds. But what I was going to add to that, very true. But if you feel that way, you have to do some soul searching as well. But I get it.
No, I don't feel that way.
But
I just said that's
elaborate
true.
on
You
what
asked me
Kevin
what
was
I hate about being a
saying.
man. That's
That
seriously.
what society
I wanna
teaches
go.
men.
People
Right.
thinking that they
Is that the only one?
that they can be by
What?
themselves.
That I hate about being a man.
That's why we
I
have-
could run on for
Give me
days.
another
but
one.
I'm gonna go
Give
with
me
that.
another
I
one.
could run on
Give
for
me another
days.
one. Okay, so here's some misconceptions about men, or there's a few things because I asked a few men this question. That's why I was having this conversation that walked in. They said they hate being a man because one, you're expected to want to have sex all the time.
Don't get me started
Wait,
on
hold
that,
on.
bro.
They said this is a
Shut up,
misconception
Rich
about
Homie.
men. Well, he's a Scorpio. He rules the sex
I was about to
organ, so
say.
he's not counted in this.
I was
Okay.
about to say.
However,
I'm ready to go. You
Can I
ready
just
to
say
go?
something real
Wait,
quick?
go ahead.
'Cause this conversation really bothers me.
Go ahead.
Because of a man. Because I just talked with my homegirl, and she did.
But we
she
gotta
was
go fast.
I'm going fast. She was fathom. She couldn't believe it. I told her that men, we work just like y'all. Just like y'all gotta be mentally turned on to as a man. Ain't because you say get it up, we can get it up. She couldn't believe it. She's like, oh my God, I didn't even know that. I thought y'all were just always ready. No, but my hate.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've never
I watched
met
a
one.
video of a girl saying, "If a nigga's not horny all the time, he's gay." She said,
Oh my
listen,
gosh.
I watched women say,
That was
listen, a lot of young women, especially
Listen, that
in our
was another-
generation, believe that. She said, men are horny. She said, a man, grandma could just die. He's still going to want to have sex.
That's a very
I'm like,
immature
you
process.
think?
Whoa.
And she
Very
listen.
immature.
She was arguing the men host down, saying y'all gay, y'all don't feel that way.
That's a very
And not
Like they
only that-
truly believe that because we're men that we will poke a hole in anything that looks accessible.
has-
No,
And that is
that's
so
a very immature
like
thought
it's
process.
that's what I'm saying. But it's a
my
problem
soul
where
back.
I just felt that
Like-
deep in my soul because generationally, I feel like that's why we as women compete for one of y'all.
Exactly.
It's because we think, and that like you saying
But
like
this
that,
is why-
I definitely can resonate. Like, oh my God, yes, that's
And
so
that's why it's
true.
important to have these conversations. But that is so true because that was on the list, along with if I wear pink or bright colors or take care of my self-care, I'm associated with being gay.
Gay.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
another
pink
one.
my
shirt
other one,
yesterday.
my,
Third
my
one-
other one would be
I on a pink shirt.
my
Yeah.
love
other
seeing a black
right.
in color.
I had a pink bandana the other day. I don't care.
love
pink.
My
Nothing
only
like a
thing
black
I
man in
would say
color.
that I hate being about being a man. That I feel like we're not allowed to be human.
Okay, we're getting to that.
Or
They
weak.
said that, but
Or
wait,
weak.
weak is on
Why I
there.
say human far all that human
Wait. Weak is definitely on there.
entails.
Then it has, you're expected to take care of everyone when you grow up. So a younger person
Facts.
said that. Another one said, consistently made fun of my height. If you're not tall enough.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
a
all,
good
man.
one.
Yeah,
That's
that's a good
that's
one.
No one checks on our mental health. We
Nobody.
expected to be strong
That
all
part.
the time.
That's true.
This stuff made me want to cry.
That's like the
Not
number
allowed
one
to have
answer.
standards.
That's like the number one.
I know. The number one was this that I got more than anything. You're constantly shaming you for your private size.
That's
Oh, definitely.
number-
And your
ooh,
performance. And
right.
your performance. I feel like
Yeah.
either or, because you could be
That goes
large
back to what
or
I
not.
that's goes what I said
Another
about
one was-
standards.
If you don't have a six-pack abs, you're considered unattractive.
That's stupid. I don't believe that.
Yeah, that
That's
was
kind of
complete
weird.
shit.
I feel like
I mean, that's true, but I'm gorgeous
None of that shit
regardless.
matters.
Speak for
right.
yourself.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
That's,
None of that
I don't know
matters.
about
that one person
six-pack.
who
No,
said
no,
that was
no,
insecure,
but no,
'cause
that
of course,
is
that's not
no,
new
but that
nowadays.
is true though. A
No,
lot.
I feel like
Six-pack.
chunky
No.
men have been
No.
in for a couple years now.
Listen,
It's-
no,
it's-
but
You feel me?
that's
But,
the
my
each his
sister,
own.
but we're
That's
talking
each
about
his own.
society still.
No, to each his
Society
own.
still shows off, just like now you have
It's not
BBW
marketed.
models showing off, big beautiful women, which is beautiful. You don't see a lot of, I guess you can't call them BBW men,
That's
but you don't
what
see
it
a lot of
stands
bigger
for?
men.
BBM.
Like BBM, like society's still showing the abbed up 6-pack man.
That's true.
So those men will still feel that
Even
way.
cast, even if we look at Hollywood and movies, they don't really have a lot
Exactly.
of chunky men as
They're
like the
also
sexy
showing-
role.
And then the
It's like-
commercials, I be
I
watching
agree
some
with
of these women, like these celebrity women who be
Well,
doing interviews. They be
I
like,
don't
"Oh, I'm
agree with
attracted
that.
to a chubby man," but in all their music videos, all their love interest
yes.
is an abbed up man.
That's
so like,
very
where's
true.
the
I don't agree with
representation
that.
for some of the men?
I'll
Yeah,
tell
that's
you
true.
why.
Let me tell you,
Because
yeah.
they said there was a guy, and I don't know his name, but he is a radio show host, white guy, and he actually said, and he was referencing this to Lizzo. He went hard on it because he was like, "It's not that I was shaming her, body shaming her, but he was like, we cannot condone unhealthy.
yes.
We can't.
It's about
I
he's
agree.
like so.
It's an
It's
oxymoron.
just
though,
I agree.
Because
It
her
is.
confidence, just like what you were saying about how typically women have men with abs. Okay, but at the end of the day, you have men like Rick Ross, who, you know what I mean.
But the confidence
But
led
the
him
thing-
to be
Wait,
healthier.
what do you mean?
But
But
still,
like Rick
but the
Ross.
thing was,
And
Wait,
him.
I mentioned Rick Ross. I'm sitting right here.
What do you mean?
He
Wait, what
is.
do you mean? Men like Rick Ross? I don't
when
get
Rick
it.
Ross came out, Rick Ross had his shirt off every. He didn't
No,
care.
forget.
Because
We're not.
he has-
Wait.
that because he has
Hold
money.
on.
Money
Kevin.
makes an
Kevin.
ugly man
Kevin.
very
Yes, it
Kevin.
does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
Kevin,
it
because I
does.
never thought it was attractive.
society.
And I
This
don't
is
think
a
it's attractive
generational
now.
thing too, 'cause
That's
I don't
society.
think so.
Wait, hold on. This had nothing to do with confidence.
Rick
It
Ross.
wasn't about confidence. It wasn't
Rich
about.
What?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, 'cause
It wasn't about any of that. It was about what society is marking it as unattractive. They said
Okay.
if you don't have six-pack abs, you're unattractive, which is not true. You can be physically unattractive. That doesn't mean that you're really unattractive.
I have
What
another
I was
one.
saying is, what he was saying is we shouldn't be modeling unhealthy
I agree.
I get
bodies or not about confidence. You can be, you know how many big confident girls there is?
that. Yeah. But there's also
Yeah, but
It has nothing to do with
why.
confidence.
but
And,
big,
and that's
big
a
doesn't
misconception too, because
necessarily
just
mean
because you're
unhealthy.
big doesn't necessarily mean
Sure
that you're-
don't, because
So
literally
my
saying-
doctor used to
Right.
always
Took it
tell.
right off my
Listen,
tongue.
my doctor used to always tell me, look, you good.
Yeah.
If you want to lose weight, you can
There's
lose
all
weight,
kind of
but you
reasons why
good.
people are,
Yeah.
Your
are
doctor
bigger.
lied.
No, he
No,
didn't.
there's multiple reasons.
And I was a lot younger.
There's other reasons
but leave
why
me
I
alone.
love you,
I was
Rich.
still big.
No, hey, I'm
You
big.
didn't lie.
I
You
love you,
never
Rich,
know.
but that's
Hey,
bull
if
crap.
my vitals,
Your vitals and
every-
stuff can be good, but you won't live as long being that way. That's not wellness.
It wasn't for him to tell you about my future. It's for him to tell you about my now. And right the hell now,
we don't
while I
wanna
was in his
accept it,
office,
right,
I
right.
was
My
good.
thing is this: there's reasons behind everything.
I'm going to accept
That-
it, and I'm
that's a
healthy. But do I need to
misconception for
lose weight? Do we need to? Hell yes.
But that's a misconception for society as well.
No,
because
it's not, because he won't be able to
but
run
this
as
is the thing,
fast as
but let me
somebody
land
that
my
is
plane.
smaller
Let me
because
land
they're
my
more
plane.
healthy.
Let me
Where
land
we
my
running
plane.
from?
yes, I
Just
see what you're
because-
saying.
just
Why I got run?
But let me land my plane.
Listen.
But
Let
hear
me
me out,
move
though,
on.
'cause we
I
got,
ain't
we gotta
Usain
wrap.
Bolt.
I know we gotta wrap. Just because you're big, I just had this conversation with somebody very close to me. Just because you're big doesn't necessarily mean that you're just eating whatever you want all day.
No,
every day.
that's not what
There
I'm
could
saying
be
at all.
Underlying conditions. It could be DNA. It could be
Mineral
all
deficiency?
types of factors that go.
No.
Yeah, It can
No,
be though.
no. Trust me
It
on
can
this.
be though.
It can be related to everything that you said. You can be big and healthy as meaning not having any symptoms as far as in high blood pressure or diabetes or
yeah.
anything in that nature. However, to have a large consumption of fat on your body is not healthy.
should be
Hold on,
able
wait,
to
wait, wait.
Hold
not-
on. Not just
I'm
you.
gonna
I'm
ask
not
a real
talking about
question.
it. Hold on. It suppresses other organs in your
That's
body
true.
and it can cause
Right.
problems
And I'm
later
not
on.
saying that you shouldn't be proactive.
That's
to
not what she- I don't think
lose
that's what
weight.
she's
I'm
saying.
saying the
That's not what she's
No,
saying.
I know that's not
why.
what she was saying.
So
what
what
I
I'm
was
saying-
saying when I
Yeah.
asked the question, it had nothing to do with confidence
Oh,
or
okay.
that. It was talking
But
We're talking
about.
about
I
what society.
I got a
thinks.
question
We're
for you,
talking
though.
about
Society.
viewing
Society.
abs as being attractive and
Yeah.
how certain people
Perception.
think fat belly is attractive.
Which
We get back
translates
to
to
we got
perception.
so off the question.
Yes.
So often.
I have-
but
I
see,
have-
that's
I
because
have a
nobody know how to
question.
stick to it.
I have a question.
We all
Was baby
got-
daddies on
I
that
know
list?
we all guilty of that.
I love
Was
it,
being a
though.
baby daddy
I
on
love
that
it.
list? Because I know a lot of black men
No,
hate
baby
being
daddy
like
wasn't on that
they
list.
hate being like you know like
Typical
they,
baby daddy.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like
They
that.
they
No.
feel like
and you're supposed to feel
surprised.
good at whatever you are, especially with the intentions to do better.
It's the
You know what I
perception,
mean? I get
yeah.
it. I was just going off of what.
No,
It
and
was.
that's
What was another one?
But okay, so that
need
was
to
the
post
pertaining to man. I gotta get it all typed up. Don't hate me.
We'll get it.
So really quick, I hate being a woman because.
Ooh.
Come on now.
On the next episode of
right. Because that's
I
a
gotta
whole.
get back into my rank.
Oh, you know what? We're going to get back to that next week, and we're going to let Kevin close this out with what he needed to elaborate on. Let's go, Kev.
Okay, good.
Can I elaborate off of his elaboration?
That's fine. I'm
Of
gonna go quick
course.
because this is on my heavy.
always
on my,
have
it's
the
heavy
after
on my
show.
mind.
we got
All right, go ahead.
Look, so I'm tired of these overly independent people on both parts, on both men and women.
Toxic masculinity and femininity.
Yes, on both parts. But I'm saying independent for a reason.
Okay.
I think when you have the mindset of I'm independent, I can do it myself.
Wait, say that again?
I think when you, I'm sorry, I talk fast. I
Just
think when
like
you have
his
the
mother.
mindset
We all
of
talk fast.
I'm independent, I don't need no man, I don't need no woman, I could do it myself. That is trying to put yourself in the place of God. God is the only person who can do it by himself. And I think not only is you putting yourself in God, I think I think he's making your
Please don't elaborate.
it's
'cause we about
thinking
to go.
yourself, it's making yourself a lot more powerful than what you truly are. Because my thing is this. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because we're powerful, but we're not as powerful as we think we are. There's a reason why God made both. Because you need both. Let me
Separate
finish.
the fingers,
Let me
but
finish.
one is
No,
the
he's
hand.
on the right
Let me
path. He
finish.
just
So
worded
let
it
me
wrong.
finish. Okay, so let me ask you this question, and you would know the answer to this because you love to brag about it.
I do.
Yes. What is the most powerful force on this earth?
Love.
No.
Water.
Water.
Water signs.
Yeah,
listen,
but he
listen.
asked me, and I'm just confused how
Right.
everybody.
But
I
but
just
say it all the time.
look, we
Hush,
gotta
hush,
hurry
I do
up.
that
So
all the
look,
time.
so we know that. So we agree that it's water.
Water.
The most powerful thing, the most destructive thing, is water. If something that's powerful is water, cannot survive without itself. How do you think we can? The heat from the sun heats up the surface of the water, which evaporates, become condensation, become clouds, which then rain to fill back up the ocean, as well as feed our plantation.
You better.
So something as powerful as the water cannot survive by itself. Why do we think we can?
And we're not even.
Well,
as
not
dense.
we. That's the unconscious sleep version
know.
that he said, because we know that it's the circle of life up in here.
But look, we wrapping up, so
operate off
let
the
that ponder,
energy.
let that
Right.
think.
So
But
the
can-
wrap,
Going out.
Oh, next week we will revisit the conversation.
Can I leave you with something?
Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Quickly think about this. It's not their fault they feel like that. It's other people that probably put them in the
Hey.
position to make them want to feel feel like they
None
owe
of my
me.
people gon'
Monday, y'all. Next week's Fist Pay, we'll be back. Hey, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Tell us what you think. Let's talk about it.
Yes, I shine in the dark. I'm my gentleman ish. I'm putting up for my city. Don't need friends, my family.
What's poppin', man? Spark the fuck, man.